Oh my God, Virginia.
Oh yeah.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Los Angeles Rams and the Denver Broncos. And his punter Ethan Evans gonna send this one away. And here we go at Mile High. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Nix from the gun. Connects with his back to Leo McLaughlin. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now Nix on 3rd down. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for Broncos' first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
From the gun, Gary Von McLaughlin. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Nix. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. So they'll decline this and take the result.
Kill.
Running it after the penalty. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On 2nd down, McLaughlin. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Get him! Hold on, son! Ready! Joe. Captain.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up an excellent opening
Dubs in the
series.
chat, baby. Dubs in the chat. Let's go.
Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually.
Give him the smash.
Might
Give
not
him
arrive
the
for
play.
a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos
I'm
will jump
actually
back to a
risky. I
7-0
played
lead.
the other 2 minutes. It would have been a wrap.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
They should have about time, man. The time is off.
Blake Corum now to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
This is our last play of the quarter. Going from the pistol, Stafford. And finds Adams downfield. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the 1st. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at 1st down here. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action now for Stafford. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Set. Get up. Hey, 50. Omaha. 40 got. Alert.
To the air on 3rd and long.
Oh
He
my
finds
God.
Adams, complete. Now, this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard
Come
line.
on, bro.
Looking quickly here.
Stay 50. Stay 50. Monday. First down.
Stafford now on 1st down. Complete. It's Atwell. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Give to Williams from the gun. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Offense in the hurry up here. Williams. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
10. Ready.
Stafford from the gun. And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Stafford and the Rams getting set to try for...
I knew something was up. See? It's probably because everybody starts playing right now.
What defines my name? What defines my name?
Pretty sure they did.
NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector. Shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly, I can walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's really fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real prop. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses who high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Up next, it's our main event between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills.
Look at this thing. There you go. What's up with him, man?
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're off and running from Western New York. Ty Johnson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line.
Slide. Oh, man, we got to be more live. You are, but.
That part doesn't even go, so I'm there.
Oh, let's come along. All right.
I gotta put a little subscribe when he says that too. I gotta put little hands up clapping too. I really do a little question mark.
Boys all down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
56, middle, round, pass.
Allen comes out throwing. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. This gets forward to around the 29. Coming up to stop that play with Jade Barron.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Broncos going nickel here, 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. Got his man. Shakir has it. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Dose of the hurry up here.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Allen gonna throw again. Right back to Shakir. This is caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense up to the line fast.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
To throw again, it's Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
That's good for the Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, home. What's that?
1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 8-yard line.
Regular. What's that?
Again, Allen to the air. Caught out wide. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. And it's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's another Bills. First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Gun. Right now, boys. Look out.
To the air again, Allen. Catch made. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Matt Prater for the point after try. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Now Prater on to send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. This drive's going to start with a run by McLaughlin. And he gets around 6 there. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. Escapes the pocket. And Nix slides in safely, doing so after he picked up that 1st down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Denver.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. It's an early lead for the Bills. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They've got a first to begin the frame. Plowing up the middle, and he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Nix. That one's caught along the left sideline. It almost Almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
We've set it down from 37. They'll run here on first down. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Captain.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
You know, Kate, they always say that TV clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught for the first. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
All set now. 1st and 10. Straight ahead. Here's Dobbins. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. Can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing here, Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. So before 3rd down whistles, and yep, the timeout comes in. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. On 3rd down, here's Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get their first points of this game just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
319! Hey, home. Middle. Look out.
Back to throw it. Buying some time right. He's going deep down this big game downfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
You block this shit.
So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. For the Bills sending out Matt Prater now. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
Yes, sir.
This will not connect.
He ain't got it in.
And too far left
He
as
ain't got
well.
it in.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again.
And just doing that
And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the
down.
kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40. So first down from the 41. Now an inside handoff from McLaughlin. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's Nix to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
Now Nix on 3rd down. He's got something complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They've got first down here from the 36. To throw, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So 2nd down coming up. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. And that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Nick slides in safely, doing so after he picked up that first down.
You know, these are the types of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. He hurdles past him. He takes this one in for the Denver touchdown.
Which I'm at center.
The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Alert! 56! Stay tight.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Allen fires out wide, complete. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Pick up of 12 on that play.
About to do this.
First.
Yeah, you see,
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Weirdest fuck. Weirdest.
First down now, ball at the 33. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bills have a first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Getting an 18-yard pickup there. That's good for a Buffalo first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
56! Hey, tight. Brown 80. We go.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
56, 56. What's that?
Back to the air. Allen. Short pass brought in. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes.
He's scared.
You
know what
you don't
happens.
get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Hey, tight. Half. Round 80. Out. Alert. What's that?
That one's out and cut on the right side. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
Off 52. Ready? Go.
Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills down by 7. Second down now, 7 to go.
Ready? Monday. Half 10. What's that?
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Down at the 18-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Regular. Alert! Stop. Gun.
Now to throw. Completed to his running back. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down.
Half. Alert! Half. Monday. What's that?
Desperation time here. Well, caught by his running back. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Middle. What's that?
Quickly out it goes to Shakir. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts.
I'm like a little bitch, nigga.
And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Faggot.
At the 2-yard line.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Like, come on, bro.
Cook will not get past the line. He's held up at 4.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout.
3rd down and goal to go.
Fifth DB out there now. Big rep for this defense on 3rd and goal.
Middle. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. It's out.
To throw. He's got it. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Off 52. Stop. Alert!
One final shot here. And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead.
You're
14. Broncos 14.
a bitch. You're a bitch. Even after third and the whole fourth, you're a bitch. Everybody saw when you fucking played. Get the fuck up, man. You're a fucking bitch. You play like a fucking bitch.
This is going to go for a touchback, Brock.
Play like a fucking bitch. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up. And you the type of nigga, yeah, you wouldn't play like that. You was playing right next to each other, nigga. I slapped the fuck out of you, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up, black boy. Shut up, black boy. Shut up, black boy. The fuck up. Shut up, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Bitch ass, nigga. Ask you to fucking speak. Man, you a bitch ass nigga. You want to talk now? Typical. Fucking talk now. Keep your fucking mouth shut. Black boy. Keep your fucking mouth shut. Black boy. Bitch ass Negro.
Final shot. And he's taken down just a couple of yards.
Fuck you, nigga.
So the roar of Bills Mafia. It's a win for their guys
I'm
in
ass
Buffalo.
bitch. I be so tired of these bitch ass
no
motherfuckers.
easy enough. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.
The whole fucking game, man. You want to hop on the fucking mic.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This
He ran the whole third and fourth quarters. Like, who does that, bro?
It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.
Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when Kickin candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, I'ma play my very best for you.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from SoFi. Returning it from the 4. And it's a pretty unlucky return indeed. Out of bounds back at the 13-yard line. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
21. 12.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Look at this, going deep right away. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. We're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Set. Ready. Go. Let's go. Ready.
Back to the air, Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. Herbert slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they face 2nd down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And now they'll plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, you've got to be ready for some contact.
He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
21. Set. 380. Hey, count. 5-9.
Herbert from the gun. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Hey, ram. Hey, set.
Herbert to throw once more. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. They're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
We like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
It's the first carry for the Auburn rookie. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Whoa. Baylor tight. Ready.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points. Down to the left side, and Johnston has it. The Chargers get the game's first points here in the second. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. This makes it up to the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McLaughlin. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate, but it's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Nix now, 3rd and 1. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Benjamin St. Juste picks it off. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles Big Six. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sends it through. Chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Harvey now to return it. And he's going to take this return out of bounds.
Good job, Steve. You still want to fucking
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is McLaughlin. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Benjamin St. Juste getting up to end that play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. Ones in the mounts are really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. Hits the 20. He has this down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 63 yards. First down, Denver.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's got 4 on the run. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points in each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They give it to him again. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They're going to try to throw for it. He drops it. Another pick slips through their hands, but this time, Brock, they're still getting the football. Turnover on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
59. Back 80. Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert.
What are we?
By the tight end, running that corner. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
5-9. Go. Hey, Kappa. Set.
Throwing now, Herbert. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Couldn't get it to Aronde Gadsden the second. And it's going to be 2nd down. Man in motion here. Catch made left side by McConkey. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Running back sent in motion.
Baylor Tiger.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Trying to find some pocket.
Yeah, right. Okay, he's gonna fucking burn Sutton like that.
He's
Get the
down
fuck
at the
out.
2-yard line.
Fuck out.
LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. 1st down from the 42.
Set.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Quick throw is caught. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. Moves to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Right side, quick pass, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
Baylor Tiger. Set. 59. Set.
3rd and long for him here. And the defender comes away with it. Pat Surtain has it. And he's out the clear. 30.
Fuck out.
10. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Harvey now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. Nix from the gun. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Throwing on first down, Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Charlotte loose, incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Second down, here's Nix again. He isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
A loss of 3 yards. It's third down.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he goes, third and long. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Looking quickly here.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Broncos.
On first and 10, here's Nix. They get there to take him down right around the 41.
If you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Oh, someone stepped in.
What the fuck is that?
And the Chargers have it and will take over at the 17-yard line.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you gotta go get it in the next series. Gotta put these interceptions behind you and press forward ahead.
Fuck out of here.
That's a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Quick to the left, it's caught. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Herbert now to throw on third. Headed out right. Johnson finds the football complete. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are in those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
Tackle by Zach Allen. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Hey, go lion. Set, ready.
Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's
He held
down
on
after
to
getting this
it.
up to the
Get
41.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt they'd pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Ram. Lion. Hey, Ray.
Looking to throw. On the move, headed right. He's got Hampton underneath. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Herbert, quick out wide, complete. He's at the 30. He picks up 28 on the play. That's going to be good for LA first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and
Got fucking bailed out like 3 times. Bitch ass nigga.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that eggnog that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got record, that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight Q-tip, Ali Shahid. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flow.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to fill up Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from Denver. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
57, color, 57, yellow. Attack!
First down throw, Mahomes. The ball deflected.
Yo, I swear to God, you need to get bailed out constantly.
To the ground.
Constantly.
It's incomplete.
Constantly bailed out.
Travis Kelce, the intended target. It's second down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Hey, 57, 15.
On second down, Mahomes. This one, a deep shot. For Rice. They're going to be set up in the red
That's
zone.
funny.
They got it
That's
inside
funny.
the 15. Mahomes to Rice for a big play. 35 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right goal, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Now the former Russian champ, it's Kareem Hunt. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. So a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good.
Broncos nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On on the ground. This is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Here's a first down for their running back, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10.
Bombers.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who...
Pressure gets there and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Nix. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here's a run with Hunt. Forward forward, a short gain to the 25. Nick Benito there for the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll try and get there on the ground. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Forced to his right.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second reads, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Attack! Yellow! Attack!
On the ground, this is Hunt. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. It brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This about as short as you can get. Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Bombers.
A 1st down throw for Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. A big-time play for the Broncos. And even 30 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 2 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
1st and 10. He'll stay on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
When I got rich and bro coming slow, 6 racks on the sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Space 60 racks on me, camouflage bells. Diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. Twin, don't need hustle and grill. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure.
2nd down and 8.
Bombers. Ole. Captain. Middle.
To throw is Nix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
The traps, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Yellow. Hey, Sundown. Hey, 57. 15. Hero 15.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Out to his right. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
Fuck out of here,
That's going to
bitch.
wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Mahomes now on second down. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Kill.
A run now with McLaughlin. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw is Nix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a catch.
He will go all the way. Troy Franklin, touchdown Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
Well, we got Mike
job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Lutz for the extra point. Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Chiefs 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
And we all like to see Chico. So bring yourself over here, bro. And let me see you get low. If you want this good, now take it to the floor. If you want to act, you can keep yourself where you at.
Easy. Yellow.
Mahomes on first down. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that gets him a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, a carry for Hunt. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice.
He doesn't know.
This one just too far
He doesn't
for the
know.
receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mahomes. That is brought in. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. What a play on 4th and long. 52 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Smart decision there on 1st and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision making here. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Whistles, play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is that let's spread them out. Put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
On the stop. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's a run to begin the 4th quarter. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 16 yards. Pick up on that one. 1st down, Broncos.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Oh, kill. Ready?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another 1st down.
At the 28-yard line.
To him on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second and 6 coming up.
Bombers. Ready. Ready. Captain. Olay. Watch left.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's fouled well after a gain of a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now, a big 3rd down.
Bombers.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. He finds something. And it looks like he's
timeout, boy.
First down. Nothing
Timeout,
fancy
boy.
there. Short completions, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run here. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
Middle. Kill.
They'll stick to the ground. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Almost set. Ready. Hey, kill.
Dobbins. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. And now the timeout will be called, so they are in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to win the game. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This one he's got to have.
1, 2, 3.
This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.